So we have Mr. Sam Foster. We are in his neck of the woods, the big Texas, and it feels good just to be here and to see all the different people running into certain people here and to actually see you in person versus virtual. So it's really good just to have that together. And so we're gonna say call this man the hostess with the mostest is what I'm gonna call him. He's building a big team out here with us and really just enjoy the kind of things. Actually, we probably are close to some of the little field places he's been, and he's taking us on these little field trips he takes us on. And so it's just great just to be in his area where he's been training us. Mr. Sam Foster, are you there, sir?
All right. I just wanted to get on here, guys, and just do a little snippet with you guys because I know people are traveling near and far just to get here to the Lone Star State, guys. This is going to be a phenomenal weekend, a phenomenal weekend. I just wanted to make sure I got on this call and I put an interjection to somebody. I put some type of venom in your system. I put some type of mojo in your shoestrings. I put some type of what's the word I want to use? Some type of motivation for somebody out there, whether you're coming to the international or whether you sat back this time, whatever happened, this is the right time to be in ACN. Yeah, but this happened, that happened. I get that. I get that. I get that. And I'm gonna title this call. If y'all can bear with me for a few minutes, I'll get out of your way. Because we're the few, the proud, the ACN on this call, right? We're gonna title this call. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's right, that's right, that's right. And if I could borrow this Alabama vernacular that I get every now and then, I would say coulda, woulda, shoulda. I could have, I would have, I should have. And for those of you who are coming to the international, imagine this, guys. This is going to be just a little table talk. Imagine coming to the international, seeing everybody in the hotel. If you've been to any international, you know how it goes. We get in the day before, you unpack, you go to these hotels. And last week, if you were on the call, I was on location from a hotel. And I wanted to put you guys in the mind frame of when you come to these internationals, what you look at, especially when you're in the lobbies and things of that nature. And now I want to kind of continue that in that vein, if you will. I want to continue that mentality because I know somebody on this call is saying, here we go again. We're going to get to the international. We're going to be clapping our hands. And then I could have done this. I would have done this. I should have done this. I get all of that. But my question is, whether you here with us in person for the international, whether you couldn't come, what's wrong with now? Before you get there tomorrow, oh, I'm on my way. I get that. Could have done this. I get that. But what's wrong with now? What do you mean by that, Sam? I'll elaborate a little bit more. What's wrong with if you're here? If you're here, what's wrong with, okay, I put my bags down. Okay, now I can casually get out into the lobby because I'm here now. Think about that for a minute, guys. I'm here now. Okay, I can go in the hotel in my lobby, my room, my hotel lobby. I can get in the lobby. I can talk to somebody. Oh, wait a minute. I can talk to somebody. Wait a minute. Not only that, but let's say you at home. Let's say things didn't go your way and you wish you'd have been here. Okay, I get it. But what's wrong with you getting outside of your home? What's wrong with you moving outside of that comfort zone? What's wrong with now? This all I'm talking about, guys. It's gonna be plenty of people at the international, whether they're at home and whatnot, that's saying to themselves, I coulda, I woulda, I shoulda. I get all of that. But what's wrong with now? What's wrong with saying I'm starting today? I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna talk to this person. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna talk to that person. They may say no, but they might say yes. They may say yes. And somebody talked to somebody that talked to somebody that talked to somebody that got somebody on their team, that got an extra customer, that got why? Because somebody did something that did something. Instead of talking about the no of it, let's talk about the yes of it. And if you really want to get out there, Mr. Harrison Mills, if they really want to get out there real strong, And I hesitated to say I was gonna say this to you guys, but since it's just a little bit of us, and I know we travel, I get that, and somebody gonna hear this message later. Since it's not that many of us, and our leader is off the call, I'ma even say this, guys. Start titling yourself as a loser. Yeah, now, wait a minute. I know it's a bit heavy. I get it. Follow me for a second. When somebody speaks to you, whether you coming to the international, whether you at home, just try this for a little while. Try for about a week. Just try for about a week. If they speak to you, so how you doing? Say I'm a loser. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna bag myself up against this wall, Mr. Bills. I'm gonna bag myself up against this wall because I know it's coming. I'm ready for the hits. But when people speak to you, they say, "How you doing?" Say, "I'm a loser." That's gonna do two things. That's gonna do two things, guys. It's gonna do two things. Latasha Walker is gonna do two things. Number one, it's gonna get somebody's attention, and they're gonna look at you kind of funny, gonna squinch their eyes up a little bit. Jabrita gonna squinch their eyes up a little bit. The T lady, they're gonna squinch their eyes up a little bit. Louisa Payan, all the way in Japan, they're gonna squinch their eyes up at you. But when they say, "What you mean?" Just say, "I decided I'm gonna be a loser today." What you mean by that? I'm gonna lose these excuses. Buddy Clemens, I'm gonna lose these excuses. See, now they gonna peek you. What you mean these excuses? These excuses I was making yesterday for not being a winner. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Harrison Mills. I flipped it. For the next 7 days, Mr. Mills, if you say how I'm doing, I'm going to tell you to your face. I'm going to see you later on. I'm going to see you this weekend, my brother. I'm going to say, I am a loser. Because I'm going to use that as my mantra, as a peaking tool to get somebody's attention and to tell myself directly that I'm losing all the excuses that I made up until this point this year of why I hadn't gotten further in not only my business, but in my personal life, and the things that I know I need to do to make myself better. And I'm telling you, like I know, guys, if you do that for the next 7 days, you're going to see results. Not only in your business, but in your life. Why? Because it's time to give yourself what I would commonly call, guys, shark treatment. That's right, shark treatment. And there's no better way to do it, guys, than around this international. Why is that? Because if you're coming into town, you got all these people you're going to bump into. Not only just ACN people, guys, but you're getting ready to bump into a lot of people that's in a big area in a small time frame. Why do you think they bring it to Dallas? Because it's a big atmosphere. Not only is it a big atmosphere, but everybody here is from somewhere else and they doing, if you're not an ACN, they doing something else. They looking for us. So if you speak to somebody, they speak back and they ask you, "Well, how you doing?" I'm gonna say, "I'm a loser." Oh, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm not saying you have to say that. I'm just saying I'm going shock treatment. And then I'm gonna use that everywhere I go. Because for the next couple of days while we in town enjoying each other, guys, you might as well pique people. You might as well pique their interest. You might as well tell them what you do. Why wouldn't you do that? You coming into town. And then I figured out this, guys. Why wait till you get to the hotel if you're on your way? You coming off the plane, the airport full of people going near and there. I don't understand. The excuses can be lost when you just do it. Shameless plug for Nike. They're gonna have to pay me later. But the excuses can be limited. So when you are sitting there and you thinking to yourself, when you clapping everybody else up, they did it, you can say, I'm doing it too. I'm doing it too. Because there's no better time like the present. How you know that, Sam? Because from the time you get here until the time you leave, it ought to be momentum, momentum, and momentum. And you don't have to worry about this person better than me. No. You're not fighting everybody else. You're fighting yourself. You fighting that still voice in your head that's telling you woulda, coulda, shoulda. You can answer yourself by the things you do, not by the things you say, but by your action. Because nothing beats anything better than your feet moving on the ground. Now I'm gonna end it with this, guys, because I told you I was gonna be short because I'm on location myself. Because I be dogging somebody coming to my city and I don't take a swing. So I've been swinging, guys. I mean, it is what it is. But my reality to tell y'all as you're coming in is this. From the time you get off the plane, if you still in the air, if you at home on your way here, because I know it's starting up tomorrow, everything you do from the time you get up until the time you get here is fair game. Nobody's bigger than you. I don't even care if they're SBB. What difference does it make? They still got to maintain momentum too. And who's to say you're not the next? Who's to say you're not the next? I figured something out, guys. It's not what other people say about us. It's what we say about ourselves. With that said, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you. If you're coming, come on, let's do it. But you know my response now. Hey, don't be shocked. I'm a loser. That's gonna be my response when I greet you. You know, so now you know I'm peaking. You know I'm getting names and numbers when I say that. That's gonna be my mantra. That's gonna be my moment in my head. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know somebody on this call is saying, what can I do? How can I do it? Just do it. That's all. Just do it. You're in the best place at the best time to get the best results. And guys, remember, we're in month 3. Where can you be at 3 months later? The summertime. Think about it. If you just went out and said to yourself, I'm a loser. With that said, Mr. Harrison Mills, I appreciate you, sir, for being on the call, for holding us down, for standing in the gap. I know that everybody's excited. I'm just as excited, guys. We'll see you the rest of this weekend. When you see me, let's lose together.